Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Dr. Jason from Trinity Chiropractic. And so here we are on episode number 3 of Ask Dr. Jason. And again, I really encourage everybody that's watching this video, if you have any questions whatsoever, whether it's chiropractic related or nutrition related, maybe it's something to do with working out or fitness, anything to do with health, please leave your questions in the comments section or email me at drschweitz@gmail.com. We look forward to answering any questions you have on maybe one of our future episodes. And so today, here we are, episode 3, and I'm going to answer a question about nutrition. And so this weekend, I was out at the Maplewood Mall across the street doing some community outreach, talking to people about what we do here and how we can change their health and get it better. And I met this one individual who we started talking about nutrition, and they just said it's so tough to do the right thing. They always feel like every time they get on the internet, it says to eat this or eat that, and then maybe like 6 months later it says, well, forget that, don't eat any of that stuff. And everything keeps changing. And so today what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 3 very, very, very simple nutritional advice, some things that you can implement in your own life starting today, and they're super easy to do. Anybody could do this. I want to keep it as simple as possible. Now, I understand I could probably put up, a 30-minute, maybe even an hour-long nutritional seminar online here and really go on and really in-depth about this stuff, but I really want to keep it simple. I just want you guys to get the basics. And so for this particular Ask Dr. Jason segment, I'm going to be talking about something that I call the addition principle. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to give you 3 things I want you to add into your regular diet, if you will, every single day. Or if you're already doing some of these things, try to increase them more. Now, I understand a lot of nutrition advice, it's more about deletion or taking away. And so instead of sitting here and yelling at you about not eating fast foods or stop drinking sodas or eating processed foods, I want to show you some simple things you can just add into your diet that will help get it better. And so a lot of people, going back to the deletion thing, if I have to sit here and explain to you why, maybe choosing an apple over a Big Mac is a better decision, unfortunately, we have a lot of work to do. So let's save that for another segment of Dr. Jason. Today, let's just go over addition principle. And so addition principle number 1 that I would recommend if you want to improve nutritionally your body and diet, this is very simple. All it is, I'm going to put it up here, is putting more of this in your body, H2O or water. Now, you've been told, your body is about 70 to 80% water-based. And so since we are so, heavily, we're made up of water, we want to keep water coming in constantly. And so every single day of your life, you are constantly losing water. You do it by breathing, you do it by sweating, you obviously do it when you go to the bathroom, and those are just some major ways. Even the process of aerobic respiration, which is the process your cells use to create energy, takes in water. So you need water for energy. And so the one thing that I would really recommend is trying to drink at least half of your body weight in ounces of clean water every single day. For instance, I weighed myself the other night. I weigh about 150 pounds right now. So technically, I should be drinking at least 75 ounces of water every single day of my life. Okay? The last thing I'm going to talk about water with you today is just the quality of water. Now, for the love of God, please do not go to your tap water supply in your kitchen or off a bathroom and start drinking that stuff. I'm talking about clean water. Even some of the bottled waters that you pay for at the grocery stores are really nothing more than just tap water from another city. I would encourage you to go online and do some research, but for me personally, what I recommend doing is if you cannot afford a home filtration system, I know they're expensive, they can run up to $1,000, $1,500. It's a good investment, but expensive. The best thing I do is I go to Cub Foods and I refill the water bottles there. They have a water system there. It's generally pretty efficient, pretty cheap to do. But a few years back, while I was working at another office, we had a water quality control man, serviceman come in, and he tested a bunch of different waters, and the one from Cub Foods tested really well. And so I would encourage that. Now, why is clean water so important? Why not just drink the tap water, right? It's easier to do. Well, if you look behind me, again, you know chemically, water is two H's and an O. It's two hydrogens and an oxygen. H2O is water. What are you drinking when you take in tap water? And let me just share with you really quickly some of the things that you are actually drinking in your body, putting in your body by just drinking tap water, okay? Now, currently I live in Blaine, Minnesota, 25 minutes away from the office. So all I did is I went to Google and I typed in Blaine, Minnesota water report, and this is where all these facts came from. The most current water report posted was in 2013, but I'm sure you could do the same for your city as well. Just wherever you live at, type it in on Google, you'll find this water report. They have to put it out there. It's public information. And so let me just read some of the other things, some of the other chemicals that you are actually ingesting every time you drink water. I'm going to try to do this fast. One thing is called 1,2-dichloroethane, which is a discharge from industrial chemical factories. Arsenic, which is erosion from natural deposits, runoff from orchards, runoff from glass and electronics production waste. Then there's barium, which comes from drilling wastes, metal refineries, and erosion of natural deposits. We have radium, which is again erosion from natural deposits. Cyanide, which is a poison. It's actually a discharge from steel metal factories, and also a discharge from plastic and fertilizer factories. Fluoride is actually in your water as well. It's a discharge from fertilizer and aluminum factories. Haloacidic acids, which is a byproduct of drinking water disinfection. Nitrates, which again are runoff from fertilizers. Otherwise, it's from leaching from septic tanks, sewage, and then erosion of natural deposits. Trihalomethanes, a byproduct of water disinfection. And then we also have bacteria in your water, which is naturally present in the environment. A couple other contaminants that you're drinking if you're drinking tap water is chlorine, same exact thing you'd find in a swimming pool. Copper as well, which is the corrosion of household plumbing systems. And then we also have lead. You already know lead's highly toxic. I'm sure you've heard about lead paint, or you've heard about kids' toys with lead, those types of things. But again, lead's in your drinking water, comes from household plumbing systems and natural deposits. And so those are just some of the major reasons why you will want to avoid tap water at all costs. All right, so that was number one, just increasing healthy water, trying to drink at least half of your body weight in fluid ounces. Number two is this. It's very simple. We want to increase your fat consumption. So not just any kind of fat. There are plenty of bad fats out there, hydrogenated fats, trans fats. Those types of fats are really terrible for your body. What I mean by increasing fats, we want to increase your healthy fats. Now, what are some very simple sources of a healthy fat? You may be asking. So very simply, these are some very simple things that you can include for your fat sources. We're talking about things like nuts, almonds and cashews, walnuts, very good source. Getting something like olive oil, coconut milk. Those are, again, all good sources of healthy fats. Avocados, amazing. Fish oil, flaxseed oils. Again, these are some very simple healthy fats. Now, why is fat so important to your diet? Well, here's why. Your body uses chemical messengers that your body sends to tissues and organs, and those are called hormones. I'm sure you've heard of those. Every single hormone has a fatty backbone, so it requires fats to be used. And so in order to produce hormones in your body, you need healthy fats. And exactly, you want to put in those healthy fats that I just listed. Going into number three, the third easiest change you can make is this. I'm going to put it up on the board. Increase the amount of live foods you are eating, or raw foods. And so Think of it like this. When you first walk into the grocery store, you generally are in the produce aisle. You see all the fruits and all the vegetables. That's where you should do most of your shopping. Now, when you eat a raw food or a live food, something that was growing at one time, it's actually full of not only things like vitamins and minerals, but it's actually full of enzymes as well that help your body digest, and it keeps you easier to break and absorb down the food. Okay? So increasing the amount of live foods you eat is super essential to your health, and it's a very simple step you could do. You could literally go to the grocery store every single day for lunch instead of stopping at a McDonald's or a Burger King. I know those are more convenient. You don't even have to get out of your car. But again, if you go to the supermarket, you can get some live foods that are more amazing, full of a lot more beneficial, vitamins and minerals, and they generally cost less too. And so there you have it. For episode 3 of Ask Dr. Jason, 3 very simple nutritional principles, some things you can just simply add in to your diet. And so to recap it again, drink more water, clean water, water not from a tap. Number 2 is increasing healthy fats. And then number 3 is actually increasing the amount of live foods you're eating every single day. So again, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you. And ask us a question or leave one in the comments section. We would love to respond to it. Thank you.